All right, well, we're here in the TV Lines Comic-Con suite with the cast of Riverdale. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
I feel like Comic-Con, there is no more what's more comic than Archie comics?
Hello.
Dude,
75 years.
You tell me.
That's why we're here.
I feel like we should officially begin going into season 2 by welcoming Veronica to the Hot Dads Club. Congratulations on having a hot dad.
You have a hot dad.
I have
Welcome.
a hot dad.
Congratulations to Cheryl for losing her dad.
Yes,
Aw.
for losing her.
We'll get to that.
Rip Clifford. You lose one from the Hot Dads Club.
Lose a dad,
A
you gain
position opens up, dude.
Lose a dad, gain a daddy.
I do-
There you go.
This show could be called like River Dads.
Riverdale.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like-
There's
dads.
so many dad issues in the show. It's kind of insane. Your dad's in
so many
jail.
capital
Your
N
dad's
lowercase.
a bad sheriff.
My
dad's a dick. My dad's
issues.
Yeah, the writer's
Her
room.
dad's dead.
They've all had.
I will say
That's
though,
grim.
in terms of dads, I'm worried about one of your dads. Yours. Not the confirmed dead
Why?
dad,
I'm
the
worried too.
potentially dead dad.
We're all worried.
Fred.
Well, yeah, we saw a little bit of the first episode. Looks
Yeah.
very, very tense.
We actually had no idea until the night before that we were doing that. The writers, we had a completely different ending, and the writers sent us that script, and we did it.
It was a super private thing, and not even the people who weren't even in the scenes.
Yeah, we
weren't
didn't
allowed
even
to see
know
it.
Yeah.
until we saw the script
I
like
felt
laying in the
like a red,
makeup trailer. I was
red
like, what
script.
is?
Yeah.
What is it? I
What
read
are
it, I
they
was like,
shooting today?
Oh. Okay.
Red script equals trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
The cherry revisions.
In the Comic-Con panel, we were told that there is potentially the sexiest scene yet between Archie and Veronica in the premiere.
I would say confirmed.
Confirmed.
Have you seen it?
Sexy.
It's steamy.
It's all right. I know we can't give too much away here, but like reenact it with the hand puppets. You can be Archie and you can be Veronica.
There's not enough atmospheric fog.
Too much clothing going on.
Wow, that was really good.
Was that it?
It's a.
So it's like this, but like you roll your sleeves down, so it's like a fully nude hand puppet.
It's like more like a drop.
I mean, it's
That relationship is fun. It's like I almost don't know what to make of it. How do you guys kind of feel about the connection at this point?
It's getting deeper. I think they're like kind of fleshing it out a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think.
Flushing being the operative word.
It's also kind of it's hard because Archie's dealing with what he's dealing with his old man, so he's kind of focused on that, which kind of I don't know. It causes a lot
Yeah,
of
because the season 1 we were a very like a physical couple, right? Like we were. I don't know. I mean, obviously there was like emotions too, but like they were like the kind of like the really like sexual couple. I
Yeah.
guess. And then now because of everything that's going on in Archie's life, Veronica is stepping up and being more of like a girlfriend,
Still
and
pretty
supportive
sexual,
and
though.
strong. And it is. It's like 10 times more
can't keep
sexual.
their hands off each other.
It's 10 times more sexual, but also like there's substance to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
I have to say, you referring to him as Archie's old man was the most delightfully Archie thing you could have possibly done.
Yeah.
It's KJ. It's
Yeah.
KJ.
Do you feel like you are Archie?
He is
Archie
Archie.
is you.
No.
No, they're very different. Literally at the panel, so one of you guys said that KJ was the most like his character.
I said
Wasn't
that.
me.
Wasn't that me? You just said they couldn't be more
No, she
opposite.
did.
No, I
No,
didn't.
no.
That was her.
Yeah.
Guys!
Archie.
This just became a Real Housewives
KJ.
reunion. Like own your insinuations.
We're both indecisive.
Yes, that's the
Oh
trait
my-
that they have in common.
Thank
is
you for that.
indecisiveness.
You're welcome.
We also have Bughead. You're not sitting next to each other right now, but you will.
We will be doing a lot of sitting next to each other.
Yes, get it all out then. I know things are getting dark. That word is thrown around a lot. But will Bughead survive the darkness?
Yeah, that's kind of the main question for the two of us. I think, like, we're both being thrown a really huge mess of trouble. And Jughead specifically is entering into an entirely new world that is going to be forcing a kind of action out of the otherwise conscientious objector, and it forces change out of him. But knowing the writer's history of trying to make Jughead the saddest kid on the block, I can only assume there's going to be sadness.
It's Jughead. There's always sadness. Does he get a cool like serpent name?
Yeah, Scythe. Forsyth. Just Scythe.
His name.
No, probably just Jughead. Like, how many more nicknames does this kid need?
I mean, I don't even know.
There's Crown.
One thing about Betty that always really my favorite Betty moments are when she's just digging her
Those are your
nails
favorite
into her hands, because I like what
They're real.
when you first did that for the first time.
Yeah.
And you read it, were you just like, what is going
I was
on
like,
with this girl?
oh, okay, she's a little emotionally disturbed, which is, real. And you wouldn't expect it from her, so it was very unexpected because she is so perfect on the outside, or tries to be. So it was kind of took me by surprise, like, oh wow, she's hiding a lot and she has a lot going on under the surface. And obviously through season 1 you saw that come out a little bit in episode 3, the hot tub torture stuff.
The infamous hot tub torture scene.
But it was important, talking to Roberto about season 2, that we addressed that, and we're not just like, oh, this girl's just doing self-harm throughout season 1 and it's going unnoticed and no one's helping her. And kind of same with, we wanted to address Cheryl trying to commit suicide. Like, that's not something that's just like, well, episode's over, I guess we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna address those mental health issues in season 2, which is nice.
What's on tap for Cheryl? I feel like after what she went through in the finale, it's like it kind of like could go in any direction.
Right. I mean, I think she went through something when she was drowning and tried to take her own life, and I think she made a conscious decision that she wants to live and that she's going to take
phoenix rising from the ashes.
First time you said that, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Like the
She's taking control of her life, and she's done taking any crap from anybody, and that's why she burns her house down, to let her mom know that this is a warning. It's about to change around here, and the season is exactly that. I mean, she gets a lot colder and a lot.
Down.
And then I burn my house down.
I love how casually you said they're like, and that's why she burned her house down.
And that's why she burned her house.
I just feel it's justified in my head naturally as the actress.
I would love to sit in on a therapy session with Cheryl Blossom.
I'm sure you will sometime this season, because Lord knows she needs it.
Yeah.
Moving down this way, let's get to Kevin. What's Kevin's type? I've always wondered that, because I feel like, obviously he enjoys men who enjoy rivers.
Yeah.
What?
Which
Meeting down by the riverside.
You never know if he's ever going to poke around the river again. I think Kevin's looking for. I think Kevin has a thing for authentic people that are different. You see that in his friendships. He loves, or the way he dresses. He loves kind of vintage Hardy Boys outfits, but also some kind of, modern stuff. But it's like kind of that throwback stuff. And I think he enjoys people that are kind of vintagey and guys that spark an interest in him that aren't the everyday people at the high school. And there's a slim picking at the high school, which is really hard for him, and we definitely explored that, which is really important in season 2. Roberto was saying earlier we're going to see a little bit more interaction with Kevin and Moose as well, which will be interesting, and it's really touching, I think, so I'm excited for that.
What's going on with the Pussycats?
What's going on with the Pussycats? There is probably going to be some danger zone happening with them
I did not expect that.
because
I was not expecting that.
because Josie is going to be pursuing her music career more seriously throughout the season, and that is going to cause some trouble. So we'll see how that plays out. That's really all I can say about that. I know we're going to do a lot more music in this season, which is going to be great. I'm hoping that we can do a lot more original stuff. I love doing covers. Covers are fun. Covers are great, but I don't see Josie and the Pussycats as a cover band. So I'm hoping that we can continue to explore our own individuality.
Lastly, there's been talk about bringing other sort of Archie universe characters in. Sabrina's been thrown around. I won't even ask you about that because you've been asked to death, even though I'm secretly
We appreciate it.
I'm still really
We don't
hoping
have
We don't know. Like,
Have you guys done a deep dive? Didn't Josie and the Pussycats go to space at one point?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
season 1, episode 7.
Not on the show. In
No,
yeah,
in
yeah.
the comics. I'm pretty sure they
But it was
did.
cut.
For your opinion, are you down for whatever, or do you feel like this needs to be grounded in some sort
can't
of?
be
It needs to
down
stay
for whatever.
feeling real and realistic in the Riverdale universe.
Yeah, everything about our characters are so unreal, and to put them in an environment where we're supposed to be grounding it and making it more relatable. If somebody comes in flying on, a fucking, like a Swiffer, we're not gonna. It's just gonna
Wait, that'd be
completely.
sweet. You could be sponsored by Swiffer, and then just be like,
Just like.
In one breath, we're no Sabrina, and then we're giving great ideas for Sabrina.
I also would have a really clean apartment.
I think the dilemma has always been how much do you break the universe by including a new character, and
Yeah.
I think I mean, I think considering one of the main villains of last season was a bottle of maple syrup, I think like I think
It's a wide
But
universe.
here's what's tricky is that this is a show that knows the camp it sells, that we understand the sort of genres that we're fitting into and how to appeal to that audience, but everyone in the universe takes it super seriously.
They're grounded.
It's not a joke.
The Dark Knight.
It's it's super serious. Like, what's in the maple syrup?
Yeah.
You know, so it becomes increasingly more difficult if you have like a cat that talks.
Yeah.
You know, to continue to be like, what's going
so
on?
much room in our
Storyline.
storyline to add a character that crazy, you know, something
many
so
characters.
absurd.
With a
We're also a
supernatural element.
tremendous ensemble
Yeah, there's-
already.
Yeah.
And with that being said, there's a lot of
Huge.
talk about Sabrina right now, but we've also added like 4 new characters that are all
actually
once
honored.
the show is airing, they see them, it'll be a whole new thing that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Not a lot of people to play with.
Yeah.
The fans for a while were like, what's going on with Kevin? We need more Kevin. We need more Reggie. We need more Moose. Where's Dilton? You know, there's so many characters. We need more Pop Tate. You know, there's so many characters already in the Archie universe that it would almost...
Let it breathe.
Yeah,
Give it
Yeah.
time.
gotta give us some...
There's a lot of new stuff coming,
Season 2.
and it's hot.
A lot to be
it's
excited about as a fan.
There's more maple
right
syrup.
Sizzling.
Hot, sizzling maple
Sticky
syrup.
maples
Season 2
coming
is all
your
about
way.
honey this year.
Excellent.
October 11th.
We're tackling a
8/7
new
Central.
resource.